This is the Avaka R1, a 250 watt e-bike with a hybrid road bike style frame, and it's the ultimate in efficiency. It may be limited legally to 15.5 miles per hour, but you'll be going much faster than that. In this first review, we'll see how it arrived and how easily it went together, take it for a spin, give it a hill climb test, a brake test, a top speed test, but first, let's see how it rides as a normal unpowered bike. We'll also navigate busy roundabouts and you won't see me on a single pavement, and that's not because I edited those bits out. I'm a changed man. So right now, not using any power at all. Going up this mini hill, it's not really that steep, but it's a bit steep. Some e-scooters have struggled. And this, at the moment, feels like a normal bike. It's my second road tyre style bike, so it's not a fat tyre, it's 27.5 inch wheels, 1.36 inch thick, so very thin. And I'm about to turn it on at the top of the hill. That button over there we go, screen's coming on. And you might see there's a button. When that is pressed, no throttle, press it, throttle. Sorted. Also, oh god, what was that? Okay, so I'm pedal assist 1. Let's not use the throttle for a sec, because I've also gone into the computer and you can easily unlimit the speed. Being a bike with large 27.5 inch diameter wheels, the bike came in a huge box, well packed and well covered with foam. Brilliant, but man, I hate cutting it all off. In the box was, well, not much, a manual, a 2-amp charger and a multi-tool. No set of tools here. It's handy to have, but I would have liked some proper Allen keys, as it's hard to get a good twist with a multi-tool, especially as this one was bending as I turned it. One of the first things I noticed was that the logos were covered with some protective film, only it wasn't that protective. When I peeled it away, some parts of the logo had ripped off too. You should be able to rip the whole thing off, because, like, who cares about the logo anyway if it's not some super premium brand. I'm gonna go up a level, and behind my phone there is a button that can take me up to pedal assist. Oh, there we go. Feel that? Pushing me forward. Nice. Gone down a bit of a hill, but I'm going 18 miles an hour. So far the GPS is matching the speedo fairly well. That pedal assist 2 is quite nice. I'll try pedal assist 3. Still goes pedaling. Being not a road bike, but a hybrid bike, because it hasn't got those drop handlebars, it does feel a lot more efficient mechanically than my usual fat tires. They've redone these roads with that crappy grit stuff, where it's up to the actual bike, the cars, to push it into the road, and it's basically just to save money. It's a bag of rubbish, and it's basically the death of electric skateboarding or roller skating. Horrible. Up to an assist level, I'm in 4 now. That's a bit loose, I need to tighten that up. 17.5 miles an hour, according to both GPS and speedo. That's not bad. I'm not helping at all. We are heading towards Sandy Lane, and we're going to do a hill climb. I'm in pedal assist 5 now. Again, it's a 250 watt bike, and it comes limited to 15.5 miles per hour, 25 kilometers per hour. The jingling is the clamping mechanism on my clamp, so not the bike. This feels good. Now let's take it up a bit. I don't really like these roads, but I don't want grit to shoot up in my eye. Should have worn sunglasses. I'm cruising at a steady 19 miles an hour, and that's a nice speed, that is. It all feels very efficient. We're about to go up a hill though. We're going up a hill to get to the hill. The battery reads 93%, and it's nice. It's got full percentage readout and not just I'm going straight across. Right, I haven't actually used the throttle yet. Don't. Hello. Thank you. GM65OVZ.
After getting over the ripped logos and weird black stains on the bike went together really easily. We only had to attach the handlebars, saddle, pedals and front wheel. Oh, and the front disc brake, I've never had to do that. Luckily it was really easy though. One thing you didn't have to attach was the stand. It came already attached. Not only that, but it's a double prong stand that totally lifts the back wheels off the floor. It means you can do this. I love it, but does this mean you can also use it as an exercise bike? Find out on TikTok.
Ugh. Right, let's do a non-throttle hill start here. Oh, hang on, I didn't. Come on, kick in, kick in. It's helping, a bit slow though. It's not bad. Better with a throttle. Once I've been up the hill, I'm going to find out if that throttle works full pelt no matter what pedal assist I'm in. So I think it's always a good idea to have that full pelt whenever you want. Oh, they're running. Things are going to stop.
Here we are at Sandy Lane, our hill climb test, and only one 250 watt e-bike has made it up the hill, and that was the escooter SX250. But that bike isn't strictly 250 watts. Let's see how this 36 volt e-bike does.
And go. What is that? What is that? $10 miles an hour. 11. Where's it going to get to? Oh. It's struggling. Wow. All right. And I'm going to call it the tree.
So the Avaka R1 makes it to the tree, which puts it behind the 250 watt Scoot Wayfarer on our leaderboard, but that does have a Bafang motor and this has a little motor. It did, however, manage to beat both of the DYU mini bikes, so it isn't the worst performing e-bike. But as I always say, throttle only tests are kind of pointless when it comes to e-bikes, as when pedaling, this bike really doesn't struggle up at all. And that is the strength of this bike. Not the electronics, we all heard that weird sound the hub motor made, but mechanically this bike is extremely efficient and offers a perfect blend of electrical assistance and making the most of what energy the rider can add to the equation.
This is a true 250 watt e-bike and I'm going up fairly easy. I was going about 10 miles an hour then. Pedal assist 5, not much effort. Right. I wish I had indicators though. Right. Coming off the island, getting to left-hand lane. Look over my shoulder, look over other shoulders. Right, it's heading back, down the hill this time, and again, easily pushing 20 miles an hour. God, this road is terrible. Powered by gravity. Let's try and get across here. Now I'm liking the feel of this bike. I don't like what the hell's going on with that throttle, when you pull the throttle away from a standstill and it judders. I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. All right, let's get across here. Oh, could have gone there. Oh, I can go. Come on, throttle. Hey.
Before we do the speed test, let's go over a few specs. As I've said, it's a 250 watt no-name 36 volt motor. The battery is inside the frame, so can't be removed. That means you will have to take the bike wherever you're going to charge it. Luckily at 27 kilograms, it's not too heavy. It's a 36 volt 9 amp hour battery, which gives it a 324 watt hour capacity and a range of 50 miles or 80 kilometers. I did a 5.57 mile ride and the battery was on 77%. This works out at about about 24 miles for the whole battery, which is pretty good considering I was using the throttle and pedal assist 5 most of the time. Also, I am about 100 kilograms. To get 50 miles, you'd need pedal assist 1 and to weigh less. So I think that is very achievable. But remember, as I demonstrated at the start of the video, this bike is extremely rideable under no power. So unlike some other e-bikes, you would not be in trouble if the battery ran out. Another small thing I really love on this bike is the charge port. That is a really nice flap that's much easier to close than the rubber stoppers you often get. It's all about the little things. At the moment, it's £710, but we also have €100 off code in the description below, along with the affiliate links. Remember, if you use those, it helps the channel a lot, but doesn't cost you anything extra. And assuming €100 is about £86, that brings the bike down to a very reasonable £624. That is fantastic value for such a nice looking bike, apart from that sticker issue. The quality of the components is probably reflected in that price. The no-name motor, mechanical disc brakes rather than hydraulic, but they do work pretty well though.
So let's go with this tree. Say this tree and lamppost. Bit of a skid, that's not bad. There's the tree and lamppost, about 3 meters.
The 7-speed gear set is Shimano Tourney, which is Shimano's entry-level gear set, but they are decent enough. The big 27.5-inch tyres are a 90s supermodel skinny 1.26 inches thick, but unlike a 90s supermodel, it has a max load of 100 kilograms. It comes with a front light, but no rear light, so I attached my own. As you can see, there is no suspension. The pedals actually feel quite solid, and the brake levers are made by Zoom, who again are actually pretty decent. I was going to joke about the welds because I really have no idea what a good weld looks like, but then I realised that apart from some at the bottom, I couldn't actually see any. It's such a sleek looking bike, especially with the white rims. It really does look smart. But perhaps the most budget part of the bike is the saddle.
The saddle feels alright at the moment, but I haven't done that much. But it's got this horrible plastic lip thing, so when you pick it up, it digs into your fingers.
Anyway, as I said at the start of the video, this bike is so much faster than 15.5 miles per hour, so let's see how fast we can push it, without pedalling furiously, of course.
I'm going to get grit in my mouth. I don't want to push it too hard. Actually, you know what? It's funny because I've got a gout attack at the moment. I can barely walk, but this e-bike allows me to get around, and that is the beauty of e-bikes. I'm past 5, full throttle. 21.4. I could probably push it to 23. Ah, 24. 24. Gonna get 25. 25. I can't get 26. I'm too tired. I'm too old. Too unfit. Too many pork pies.
Despite the budget price and a few budget components, there's a lot to like about this e-bike. It's beautiful, efficient, easily hits 20 miles per hour with little effort. It feels solid, and belying that low price is the proper quality TFT computer screen. Through the screen, you can easily adjust a whole host of settings. Press the mode button to have a max, average or current speed displayed. Hold down the mode and up button to access all the other settings, including upping the max speed. It's extremely intuitive to use, and it feels like you're using a phone from a few years ago. Just remember, it isn't actually a phone.
Press mode and up, you can access the computer, and it's got all this stuff in there, like system. It says long press the M key to exit the menu, and press, where is it? So system, what am I doing? It's not touch screen.
Another amazing feature that all throttle bikes should have is this.
So power assist 1, Back to the Future road this. 9.8 miles an hour, let's see if the throttle does anything. 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that's nice. 16, 16.5, just throttle.
I honestly can't believe some of the features and strengths that this e-bike has, considering how cheap it is. Honestly, go to Amazon or Halfords and take a look at the type of e-bikes you're getting for about £600. They will not look like this. If you're in the market for an efficient commuting e-bike that looks great, then the Avaka R1 has to be a serious option. Of course, this is the first review and I'll be doing a long-term review of the bike, especially to see how the no-name motor holds up. I think if I was Avaka and I could get my hands on some better motors, I'd consider swapping out that unit for a Bafang or one of a similar quality and selling it for 700, because that would still be a fantastic price for this bike. So that brings us to the end of this e-VRC review of the Avaka R1, a very nice and cheap e-bike indeed. Don't forget, if you want to check it out on their website, to use the affiliate links below, as you'll be showing your appreciation to this little e-bike channel at no extra cost for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, do hit that thumbs up button, or you could thumbs up for me not going on the pavements this time, or thumbs up for these kids selling Prime at the side of the road. That's right, no homemade lemonade in this parts, just the good stuff. And of course, if you want to see how the R1 holds up and like e-bikes in general, then you should definitely subscribe, as it is totally free. Until next time, thanks for watching and ride safe.